Good morning, family. How are you?
Hello.
It's wonderful to be here in our community that we're a part of. Oh, can't hear me?
Turn on the microphone.
Turn on the microphone, that would help.
Yeah, that's the first step. I told him it was on.
Behind every man there's a great woman. So that's just the truth, guys. Get over it. So I'm so happy to be here with you. My name is Peter Rolina, and I'm a licensed practitioner. That means that I've been trained to pray and to support people in their own journeys and their own blooming. And I'm so happy to be here to be able to do that. So please join me in an invocation, and then we're going to have our song. And then while you're still standing, please greet each other. I always forget that part. So I'm trying to get in there first. So just speaking my word in a 5-step prayer, recognizing that one power that is everywhere, eternally pouring itself into its creation, which is us. And what it pours, it gives everything it has. And what it has is love. So we are love. All we are is love. And so I know this as a practitioner, and I speak my word claiming the highest good and greatest joy for you and everyone hearing my voice, knowing that that word is powerful as yours is. And it is heard, it is received, it is transformed and returned to all of us as exactly what is there for us to have this morning. And it is with gratitude for my understanding of the law that I can release this word into that law, knowing it's already done. And we're going to have a wonderful message today from our Reverend Patricia. And we're going to have a wonderful celebration, enjoying this beautiful morning. And together we say,
And
so it is. And here comes our song, and then greet each other.
Grateful heart, I am whole. Glory be to the power of this mind that I know. Soulful praise to the wonder, freedom, sing a joyful song. Calling love to the center, lifting all as one. Blessed day, I am thankful, grateful heart, I am whole. Glory be to the power of this mind that I know. Soulful praise to the wonder, freedom, sing a joyful song. Calling love to the center, lifting all
Good morning. How are you? Before I'm fine. I'm Teresa. I got to meet you too. I don't remember meeting you before.
How are you? Good. Hi.
My name's Amanda. Natalia? Yes. Oh, this is my second. Yeah. I just came last week.
You gotta try that gong sometime, it's a rush. Are you really to stand up here? I want to introduce our wonderful minister, Reverend Patricia VanWoerkom, who is going to share herself with us in the most beautiful way. And I'm going to be holding high wash in the back of the room with Aspen. And all right, here's Reverend.
Always have to make sure the mic is off during we're singing.
Yeah, right.
My daughter took voice or music lessons once. We homeschooled, so we had to do some extra stuff. And the fellow who was teaching her said, "Your daughter has absolutely perfect pitch." And you don't. I taught her to sing flat. So, good morning, and it is a fabulous morning. I had a really fun time on Friday. A group of friends invited me to go see Book of Mormon. And I don't normally think of myself as a minister. I just think of myself as me. Okay, so I'm in this group, and one of the people that I know is introducing me to one of the people I don't know, and she says, "Oh, she's our minister." And I could feel this little shift. And at the end, one of our congregants looked at me and said, "I'd forgotten how crude this was, and I brought my minister." Because the whole point of the movie, the play really is that, what they say, it's all the holy scripts are all metaphor, but they're all teaching the same thing. Be kind, be good to each other. I'm going, yeah, it's fine. It was odd to be reminded. Okay, today we're closing out our month's theme on embracing the edge of where you and I are growing. So, what is this edge? Well, first thing, it's not a limit. Edges are not limits, they're doorways. It's a threshold for inner transformation. It's a place where the question is always, can I go beyond my judgments about what I am capable of? Beyond old beliefs about the possibilities in my life? Am I ready to stretch into a deeper acceptance of who I came here to be? Can I lean a little more into my divinity rather than my humanity? Okay, so we have both. So it's not a limit. It's a doorway. It's also a place of infinite possibility. It's where dreams begin. It's an invitation to welcome what is already to be born into your life. Because there's always something waiting to be born into your life. It's an invitation to open both the personal and the collective imagination and to conceive of what is possible. And I just realized I absolutely skipped the readings and the meditation. I was so excited. So let's back up a minute. Oh, announcements, all of that. I missed it. It's called enthusiasm. I have lots of enthusiasm. Okay, so we should start into announcements. Got it. Announcements. March 22nd is our annual meeting. And for those of you who are around, our last all-member meeting was in November. And given the tumult, we gave ourselves 6 months to see if we were viable. Well, it's been 3 months now, and we are viable. We're growing. This is wonderful. So March 22nd is roughly our 5-month point So we really need to shift into, okay, so now we're viable. What comes next? Why are we here? What are we going to do? Okay. What is our future? And this is not a top-down organization where your minister or your board says, oh, you're here because I have this vision and we're doing this, okay? This is a community. So it's what do we want to do? So how do we want to show up in the world so other like-minded folks can find us? Okay, again, this community is not the visible leaders. It's all of us together. But before we can show up in the world, we have to show up for ourselves. So I warmly invite you to come to the annual meeting so we can show up for ourselves and decide for ourselves, what do we want from this community? Where are we going? Okay? Because there are hundreds of like-minded people out in the community that are looking for this kind of a family that says, we're on a spiritual journey. So, how's yours going? What are you learning that might be helpful to me?
Do we know where the meeting's gonna be?
It's going to be here, actually.
Okay.
We've rented the room for another couple of hours, and we're going to have a potluck. Okay, you'll
What's the
need to
date?
feed people, right?
Date again?
March 22nd.
That's
So
today.
it'll be after their.
That's next month.
That's next month.
I was like, hold on a
It's
second.
one of those days. Just don't worry about it. And then next Sunday, we're going to welcome Bev and Greg back. So we get their music. That's okay. Something to look forward to. Okay, so why are we here? What do we teach? Why do you all keep coming back? The core of why of what we teach is there's a power for good and we can use it. And we can use it because all thought is creative and influential. And we trigger is probably the best way of saying it. We spark the law to work through our thoughts, our intents. Okay? That's what creates our reality. And we believe that there is only one God. And that's all there is. There is no evil, there's no second power, there's no duality. There is polarity, there is diversity and multiplicity, but it's within a singularity, a wholeness. Okay? So, any evil that I see in the world has started because of number one. Someone's thoughts are creative and influential, and they're a little incomplete. It's probably the best way to say it. Okay? It's an incomplete understanding of love in the world. And they act on that incomplete understanding or out of their own wounds. Okay? But that's not evil. Okay? It's a place of compassion and love for us. So there is only God. And everything in our experience is either a call for love or an expression of love. Even if it's coming from one of those wounds and looks peculiar, it's still love. Always love. That's all there is. And finally, you are whole, perfect, and complete exactly as you are. You were born that way. It's the divine stamp in you, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. You have divinity in you. As someone said, just deal with it. You are a divinity having a human experience. And that's the truth. Meditation. This is going to be, as usual, about 5 minutes. And the music is going to be the background. And then into your still minds. Okay, take a deep breath. As you breathe out, drop your shoulders. Let all of that go. And just think of your mind as a still mind, a pool of still waters. And into that pool, I'm going to drop statements. Just let them ripple to that still water of your mind. Just breathe. Easy breath in, easy breath out. Becoming still. Say to yourself, I am a point of awareness within the life of God. Light within the mind of God. I am a point of love within the heart of God. I am a point of creativity within the energy of God. I am a point of joy within the glory of God. I am a point of beauty within the perfection of God. point of awareness within the life of God, a point of light within the mind of God, a point of love within the heart of God, a point of creativity within the energy of God, a point of joy within the glory of God, a point of beauty within the perfection of God. Whatever God is, you are. So now we have today's readings. This is from Ernest Holmes. We should think of our lives as an increasing awareness, an ever-growing and expanding consciousness, a never-ceasing progress of individual and collective evolution. And from Pema Chodron, there is a sense of freedom when we accept that we are not in control. I love this from Naomi Shihab-Nye. Walk around feeling like a leaf. Know that you could tumble at any second. Then decide what to do with your life.
I'm allowing me to be me. I'm allowing me to be free. I'm allowing my power. I'm allowing well-being. I'm allowing my path to light up before me. I'm allowing everything to just be as it comes to me. I'm shining brightly. I'm allowing, easily allowing all my dreams to be in the right timing. I'm allowing me to be me. I'm allowing me to be free. I'm allowing my worth. I'm allowing my brilliance. I'm allowing my path to unfold now before me. I'm allowing everything to just be as it comes to me. I'm shining brightly. I'm allowing, easily allowing all my dreams to be in the right timing. I'm allowing me to be me. I'm shining brightly. I'm allowing, easily allowing all my dreams to be in the right timing. I'm allowing me to be me. I'm allowing me to be free, to be me. Welcome back. I deliberately chose that song because we are talking about the edge of where we grow, and that it's a doorway, it's a threshold. It's a place where we move to be bigger, to where we allow ourselves to be all that we came here to be. Allow ourselves to be bigger than who we think we are. Edges and thresholds are about inner transformation and where your dreams live. It's an invitation for what is waiting to be born into your life. It's an invitation to open both personal and collective imagination and to conceive what is possible. The opening quote from Ernest Holmes about thinking our lives as an increasing awareness, an ever-growing and expanding consciousness, never ceasing progress of evolution. Spirit did not incarnate once and then it was over. Okay. Spirit incarnated, became embodied, created form, and continues to evolve in, through, and as us. If you are still here, you're not done growing. There is more to do. I don't know if that's good news or bad news. There's more to achieve. And not in the outer world necessarily, although that usually comes. With the inner growth comes more success in the outer world. But the inner growth always produces a higher level of joy, a higher level of peace, a more complete sense that, I'll speak for me, that I'm in my right place and I'm doing the right thing because things work, you know? When I fight it, when I do not allow myself to be in a place of growth, it's painful. It's miserable. It could be low-level misery or it could be high-level misery, but regardless, it is not fun. So that's why we keep talking about growth. The edge of growth always asks the questions, what would be possible if we really believed that anything was possible? Or as the young adults that I used to work with said, what would we be like if we really believed in this shit? Holmes says, the spirit is infinite possibility. And our ability to use the law has no limits. Do you realize how much power that gives you? Yeah. You have this unlimited field of possibility. And there's no limits to how you direct the law.
except the ones that you accept. So can we awaken our collective imagination and dare to believe in a world shaped by love, justice, and the creative power of spiritual vision? Remember the song I played a couple weeks ago, The Holy Light of Love? And it played over a montage of both recent protests up in Minneapolis and the older protests from the civil rights movement and other expansive movements. That video reflected a reality that we are now living in a collective threshold moment that is coming out of individual personal transformations and is calling us to open the doorways into greater possibilities. Like maybe creating a world that works for all. Sound familiar? CSL's vision to create a world that works for all. Embracing the edge is about learning to live in the tension, the divine tension of who we think we are and who we really are. Who we really are is always so much greater than what you think about yourself. There's a wonderful book title I read several years ago that says, don't believe everything you think. Remember, you are divinity having a human experience, and life always calls us to remember and lean into our divinity once we figured out how to be human. And most of us has figured that out by the age of 25. Okay? Being human is not that difficult. Being divine in a human life, that's where we have the rest of our lives. Howard Thurman, in his wonderful and incredibly dense book, The Inward Journey, describes how fiercely we hold on to our private sense of self, even as life invites us to step beyond that set of limiting beliefs. He describes the threshold between the known and the unknown as a cycle of expansion and return. We stretch into something beyond ourselves and then scramble back to the familiar. Anybody ever have that experience? Yeah. Living on the edge means being willing to stay in that in-between space a little longer, trusting that the walls that once kept us safe may now be the very walls that are limiting us. I've talked a lot in the past, taught a whole course on it, Richard Rohr's wisdom pattern of order, disorder, reorder. Okay? The old order is always made up of old limiting beliefs. Always. Okay? It's safe, but it's also suffocating at some point because life keeps evolving. You keep evolving. And then the limits become suffocating. So as we evolve on our spiritual journey, those old limits have to break down so we can move forward into what has been traditionally called the promised land. We do this a lot. Okay? In Science of Mind, we call that promised land a world that works for all. It's a big, what do you call it, bohags? The hairy, outsized dream. It doesn't happen in one grand action, one fell swoop, swell foop, as some people say. We go to it step by step. We grow into it step by step. Thank heavens. I mean, think of where we were as a culture at the end of the 1940s, end of the war, okay? History books for young ones, okay? And then we went through the whole, oh, let's get fat and happy in the 50s, everything's wonderful. And then the 60s blew up. And the 70s continued to blow up. And then it came again and again. Okay? All those ideas. Now, can you imagine having the civil rights, the women's liberation, gay and lesbian rights, all of that in, like, say, a year, all that change in 1 year. Can you imagine how crazy we would all be? We just can't handle that much change that quickly, okay? So this is a step by step. We don't have to master it today or tomorrow, but we keep moving, okay? Push up those boundaries. Live in the in-between for a little bit till it's comfortable, and then push out boundaries again. Stay close to the doorway, close to the threshold. Science of mind teaches us that our true nature is already whole, already perfect, even if we don't believe it yet. To live on that inner edge is to allow that perfection to seep into the cracks of our self-perception. Because all of our self-perception has cracks in it. It's to let the light in, not from the outside, from the inside. The light comes through us. Okay? And those cracks are what help us, the light that comes through those cracks is what helps us ease our way over the threshold into new ways of thinking. Together, we can learn to hold curiosity and compassion where judgment once was. Because to leave the boxes, to leave the limits, all the old judgments come up about what we should or should not be doing. And keep stepping beyond our edge and growing into more of what we came here to be, knowing that we are always and forever perfect, whole, and complete. Always and in all ways. I want to open this up. I just dumped a lot of information on you, okay? I'm told I do that a lot. I like it. So I'm going to open it up. Anybody got questions, comments, responses? How does it feel when you're standing in the threshold of your life? Comment.
Okay, I'm going to interject some astrology.
Oh, please.
Right now, Saturn and Neptune are at 0 degrees of Aries. It's a low point. It's not happened. Any astrologers don't think it's happened in the last 10,000 years. And the 0 degrees of Aries, of course, is always the beginning of a new year in old times. That's when New Year's was celebrated.
And the lunar New Year's.
Right, they went
worse
lunar.
this year.
The Saturn represents boundaries,
Mm-hmm.
and Neptune represents the dissolving of boundaries. And so with them in this conjunction, you don't need an astrologer to tell you the boundaries are being dissolved and new dreams are coming into the vision.
It's an amazing time we're living in. It really is a threshold moment. And Deborah, I'll be right with you. I thought it was amazing that we had Ash Wednesday, the beginning of Lent, the beginning of Ramadan, and the Chinese New Year. All within 48 hours of each other. Whoa! Whoa, talk about collective openings and moving of energy. This is what the iron horse, fire horse, okay? That's a lot of energy. And Ramadan and Lent are both about spiritual cleansing. Okay? Just put that together. Okay. Are you allowing that energy to move in you? Because you're immersed in it. You either are resisting it or you're going, okay, if you insist, I'll do something. Deborah.
Good morning. I find it interesting that people are not aware that our biblical stories are playing out again and again. And if people pay attention, you can see the parable of building your house on solid rock and shifting sands. And we all are watching what it looks like when you build your house on shifting sand. You know, and people think, what is that? They tell me, Deborah, solid rock is the truth. Because the truth will never change. Because it's true and it happens. And when you build your house on lines, they always shift and change. So I always pay attention to the biblical stories that are playing out today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. The Bible is our story. You know, the Quran is our story. All
Yes,
of the
all
holy literature
religions.
are stories about us. But you're right, and that's the whole order, reorder, disorder. If we have built on partial truths, they have to fall apart.
Yes.
So that we can discover the foundation, the truth that underlies it all. Okay. Go back to the
And
the
it can't
truth.
but help.
There's a power for good.
Yeah, it can't help but fall apart.
Yeah.
If it's not built on solid rock.
And
of
solid
truth
rock is
and
there's a power
integrity.
for good, and you can use it, and everything is love expressed.
Amen.
Mary.
Well, I couldn't think, this isn't so much about the edge, but I couldn't help think earlier when you were talking about how we feel like things are opening up, and then we look around one day and we think, no. And then they open up. And I heard it this way one time, and I just loved it. This speaker was saying, it's like we play a hide and seek game with God. And so we're either feeling like we're there, or we're feeling like we're seeking. So it's just this constant back and forth. And the Buddhists are good about talking about how there's, just more basically, there's hard times and there's good times and there's hard times. And I love reading them because it's so clear we're not supposed to feel like it's always going great, But yeah, it's a hide and seek game.
If everything's going great, it becomes stagnant. Still water is great when it's in your mind and you can put things into it and watch the ripples. But in the real world, still water goes stagnant. It needs movement, it needs life, it needs that seeking in order to find. And then you take a deep breath and rest for a little bit. Until the next time. The next time you're at that edge, and Spirit's saying grow. It's saying find me.
Another way to say it, that somebody said once to me, is if your walk or your path in life turns a lot of corners and goes around a lot of ways, then if you're having what you label as a hard time in life, you could turn the corner and suddenly it's not a hard time anymore. Or if things feel really, if you feel really connected and like everything's, you could turn the corner and it could not feel that way. So, anyway.
Yeah, that's so true. And kind of double-edged. It's everything comes to pass. Whatever great thing that you have is going to change. And the other part, any hole you find yourself in, any hard, dark time, it's going to pass too. It's that, I love Thurman's talk about stretching and then coming back. Stretching a little more and coming back. Okay. I can see the pattern in my life. And sometimes I get drop kicked into growth. Life does that to us, And if I'm really not paying attention, I get a 2x4 over the head that says, wake up! There's more going on here. You're not paying attention. Anybody else? Questions, comments?
So in vein with what was just being shared, I want to read a story that you guys are probably familiar with, but It says, there once was an old Zen farmer. Every day the farmer used his horse to help work his fields and keep his farm healthy. But one day the horse ran away. All the villagers came by and said, we're so sorry to hear this. This is such bad luck. But the farmer responded, bad luck? Good luck? Who knows? The villagers were confused but decided to ignore him. A few weeks went by, and then one afternoon, while the farmer was working outside, he looked up and saw his horse running toward him. But the horse was not alone. The horse was returning to him with a whole herd of horses. So now the farmer had 10 horses to help work his fields. All the villagers came by to congratulate the farmer and said, wow, this is such good luck. But the farmer responded, good luck? Bad luck? Who knows? A few weeks later, the farmer's son came over to visit and help his father work on the farm. While trying to tame one of the horses, the farmer's son fell and broke his leg. The villagers came by to commiserate and say, how awful, this is such bad luck. And just as he had said the time before, the farmer responded, bad luck? Good luck? Who knows? A month later, the farmer's son was still recovering. He wasn't able to walk or do any manual labor to help his father around the farm. A regiment from the army came marching through the town, conscripting every able-bodied young man to join them. When the regiment came to the farmer's house and saw the young boy's broken leg, they marched past and left him where he lay. Of course, all of the villagers came by and said, amazing, this is such good luck. You're so fortunate. And you know the farmer's response by now. Bad luck? Good luck? Who knows?
Very good.
I love that. Thank you for sharing.
It is a wonderful Zen story. Just wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How are we doing for time?
11:19.
Oh, time to move along. Thank you. Do you like this being able to?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a format that someone asked me about how long the church has been here, and it's been in various formats, and we have a sister who loved doing the 15-minute talk and then opening it up for a conversation. And I'm being drawn back to that. So
I think it allows us as a community to really get to know one another. So it's helping to build the community.
And if there is wisdom in every one of us, why am I the only one talking? Okay.
It also gives us all a sense of ownership.
Yes.
Because we're all of our voices are included.
Yes. Yes, yes. Thank you all. We have an affirmation. I am a co-creator of a world not yet imagined. Let's say that again. I am a co-creator of a world not yet imagined. Now we have a song.
Step into your power, don't hide away. You were born to shine in your own great way. Confidence rising like the light of day. You got everything it takes, don't be afraid. Step into your power, claim your space. Let the world feel your fire, feel your grace. Every dream you carry's gonna fall in place. You're unstoppable, trust your pace. You've been holding back your words too long. Doubting every move like it might go wrong, but you're stronger than you think. You've always been strong. This is your moment where you belong. You don't need permission to take the lead. Your courage is louder than your fear will ever be. You're the one who writes your own destiny. Stand tall, rise up, breathe deep, feel free. No more waiting, no more doubt. Let your heartbeat speak out loud. Every step forward is breaking ground. This is where your truth is found. Step into your power, don't hide away. You were born to shine in your own brave way. Confidence rising like the light
You are unstoppable.
I had a fun time with that. Okay. Call for blessings and demonstrations. Yes. Only some of us know what was going on.
I had a big demonstration, talk about a 2x4 upside the head, as I was self-diagnosing my vertigo. I fainted a couple of times, and my husband said, no, that's not normal, that's not vertigo. Go to the emergency room. So I was wearing a heart monitor and had another vertigo, which turned out to be a heart stoppage. And I had a pacemaker implanted. So it's not vertigo.
That's the good news.
So praise the Lord. Pleased to know the truth.
And what was nice is she said to the practitioner, she sent off a note going, oh, by the way, I'm in the ER, my heart stopped, and they're going to keep me overnight. And we're like, what?
That's what I said. Complete shock. Yeah.
But now they're able to adjust your pacemaker, right?
I would assume so, if they need to. It's just, I'm a week out, so still healing.
Yes. Well, you're here. Yay.
Yes. Val.
I want to say that by taking your class that I've been taking, I have learned how to face my fear and have, I have faith over fear now. And I'm able to think those thoughts and say thank you, but no thank you. And I move, and my life has really peaceful. So I thank you.
The class Beyond Limits is a business class about teaching real, tangible tools for what you can do in your life. And facing your fear and then moving into faith is an incredible help. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the advertisement.
Well, it was, I just wanted to share because of the growth that I've seen in my own life with your teachings. So thank you.
Ann's not the only blessing and demonstration we've had on physical health. Someone who wishes to remain anonymous had a successful heart valve replacement. And I got to learn that they don't have to crack open your chest anymore to do a heart valve replacement.
Wow.
Which is, that's a miracle in and of itself. But this person came through beautifully and was helped by the prayer work of the ministry of prayer that we have here. So, Aspen.
I would like to
Speak up.
I would like to thank everybody who has been putting in the good energy and the treatment and the love towards me as of late. I wanted to share that I have now had 3 tours in rooms for rent, and I'm about to go do 2 more, one of which I am very drawn to. Very, very good person who sounds like someone who would benefit from coming to our church and would fit in nice and well. And I am very excited to go see them and meet them, and I already can feel the good energy through our text. So I wanted to say thank you for everybody who's been keeping me in their thoughts and prayers, and give you the update that I'm almost there. Things are coming through. I still feel like I'm between a rock and a hard place, but I know there's a path, and I'm taking it one step at a time.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
Another Beyond Limits too.
Oh yes, yes. No, what part of my treatment that I started at the beginning of the class was I just need somewhere good to live, and I think all the energy that Peter you've been putting in, especially, has been. I've been feeling it in the background. I have every now and then I'll think about the saying, what would Jesus do? I think, or what would Jesus say? What would Peter say to this? I need good role models in my own head and my own life, and so just know that you guys all hold a special place in my head and my heart, and help reflect a better future for me.
Yeah, so let me give a plug for Peter too. He is a phenomenal practitioner. I knew that because I've known him for years. But he's been TAing the class, and he sneaks in these quiet little comments, and it's like, oh right, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. He's a wonderful practitioner.
Peter was like the teacher for my foundations class back when I was doing foundations.
Ah, another plug for Peter. Okay. Anybody have requests for treatment? Just need a name and whatever quality it is that you're looking for. No story, just a name and what to do.
I have two people, Sid for Health and Wholeness, Carol for Health and Wholeness.
Got it. Laura, did I see your hand up?
Yes, Judy Borders for peace and just
Peace.
Yes, just peace.
Peace is always a good
Yes.
thing. Wait a minute, your hand's back
And
up.
my dear friend of 40 years at 82 lost her sight. So I'm trying to support her, and any prayers that you can give for her peace and
Got it. Emma.
Can you put yourself in there?
and
Sure.
Me, abundance. Okay.
Oh, all right.
For those with dementia and their caregivers for health and wholeness.
Yes.
Thank you.
Michael, for self-love.
Got it. Always a good thing.
For my cousin Debbie about dealing with cancer.
Cancer?
Cancer.
Okay.
Noreen, for understanding.
Thanks. Okay. So for all things spoken and unspoken. Return to the memory of wholeness. The wholeness that is inside all life. It is the outward movement of that invisible presence within which we move, like a fish moves through water. We are immersed and supported and loved. And this power is in me, and it is in everyone who is asked for treatment this morning. I know that at the very center there is a place of peace. There's a pattern of perfection that radiates wholeness and vitality, that realigns every aspect of the human body so that it accurately reflects that pattern of perfection. Vision, overgrowth, just out of alignment. That's all it is. When our bodies are out of alignment with our truth, with the truth, dis-ease happens. So I know realignment and ease for all those that are dealing with health issues. And for those that are supporting them, be it family or the medical system. And each of us, each of these points of awareness in the mind of God are aware now of their connection to the divine source. And life is abundance. It's an abundance of joy, an abundance of love, an abundance of peace, and financial prosperity, all of it. flows freely. And we freely accept this circulation of abundance in our lives. I know that relationships are healed. Truth is spoken into the world easily, gracefully, joyfully. And I place these powerful words into the law, knowing that the law says, yes, oh baby, yes. Let me get to the work. This is what I live for. And so with a grateful heart, I accept all this and more. And so it is.
And so it is. Oh, baby, yes.
Oh, baby, oh, baby, yeah. Okay, we're into our offering now. Someone's got the basket, we're passing it around. We have very few rules about giving here. And the biggest one is give with joy. This is about circulation, not just about money. How you do one thing is how you do everything in your life. So give with joy, give with gratitude. And we thank you for the support that you provide for us. Know that it will come back to you. Life circulates. So if we can, yes, our abundance affirmation. In a consciousness of abundance, I give freely, knowing that I am freely given to you. And so it is. So now, we can gather together, and however we want to do that. You can sit if you want to sit, or gather in a circle around. We're going to do our opening song, or our closing song. It's in the song sheet, and the lyrics will be up on the screen.
What, short people?
Yeah, short people do that. You are.
Really? She's really.
That's what I'm saying.
Patricia plus press.
Oh, I'm press. Oh, press play.
Kind friends all gather around. There's something I would say. What brings us all together here? Bless us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside. Strangers are as family, and no loneliness can hide. You must give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your hearts to tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I've walked these mountains in the rain. I learned to love the wind. I've been out before the sunrise to watch the day begin. How ways do I find you, though I never did know how? Like the sunshine on a cloudy day, stand before me now. So give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your hearts to tears and laughter, and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. what you need. Love comes when you're ready, love comes when you're afraid. Be your greatest teacher, the best friend you have made. So give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your hearts to tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. If love is what you're after, open up your hearts to tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love.